asking this simple question. Does Lioda Bradshaw deserve capital punishment? I'm asking again. Does Lioda Bradshaw and the crime that she committed deserve the capital punishment? You understand? Alright? Or the drop-in punishment, the death penalty, so to speak. You get to me, some people? Because, of course, it is now under extreme investigation by the Director of Public Prosecutions. You see what I say? Now, look at this picture that you're seeing right there. Take a second and look on it. You get what I say? That's Sarah Palwell. You see what I say, my people, and everybody knows what happened by now. You see what I say? A few days ago would have been Sarah Palwell's first birthday. Now, I have seen my fair share of situations happening in Jamaica. You understand? I have seen instances where, of course, Roisin Barnett drop Kimisha Wright and the whole our family member them. I have seen a situation with, of course, Daniel Rowe. I have seen Jasmine Dean. I have seen Donnelly Donaldson. You name it. Slickiana. I have seen every single situation since doing this whole platform situation. But this, so far, I would say, top the cake. You understand? This one takes the cherry on the pie. Yes, what I say, so to speak, because the damage that Lioda Bradshaw has caused and the families that she has broken in this situation cannot be fixed. It will never be the same. Over what cost, though? You understand? Over a man. You get what I say? The very same man who she has placed under public scrutiny. Yes, a situation like this in the eyes of the public, Philip Palwell will never recover from. You understand? And as a member of parliament, because you know why? Even if he is not held responsible officially, he will be in the eyes of many persons. So she has placed him, her direct involvement with him and claiming that she was a spouse and was in a long-term relationship with Philip Palwell will forever place him under public scrutiny, and it will to some persons hurt his political career. You understand? I'm sure say if Philip Palwell could have reversed this, him take it back. Look at that beautiful little girl. You understand? Does she deserve the drop-in penalty for this? You see what I say? Because ultimately, we have seen situations where if it was a man situation, certainly, many persons did a call for Roisin Barnett get the drop-in penalty, of course. Many people there say, yo, whatever, let him out, make we get him. You understand? But I am not seeing where people are saying the type of justice she should get. Maybe because she a woman. And at the end of the day, that's not excuse ultimately for what she did. You understand? Zane, maybe she felt manipulated in a situation where she felt betrayed that she, have it say, she in a good relationship with her long-term spouse, and her spouse go they go breed the next woman, or whatever the case may be. It does not deserve this situation. No. Tashina Pattison and Sarah Palwell was in the vehicle, and it was reported in voice recordings that she was always, and not just voice recordings, overall, the families attest to Sarah Palwell's overall cheerful and joyful and always laughing mood. And little did she know that the very same man them she laugh with did I go rub her out. You understand? Tashina Pattison, a very bright and upcoming contributing member to society, enrolled in the University of the West Indies and was considering a career, you understand, which would have granted her to become a success to the nation, but her life cut short. You understand? Now, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions right now is currently at wits as to what are they going to do about this. You get to me, I say? Get to me, I say? Now, oftentimes, when it comes to heinous crimes in the country, we are hearing many calls for the drop-in penalty or the capital punishment, so to speak, but it has never happened. You understand? So, has what Lioda Bradshaw did should be made an example so that, listen, this situation should not happen anymore. Should she be made an example of? You understand? Zane? Because this not just cause family lives to be destroyed and the reputation of a member of parliament, but also the families and the future. You understand? This has directly contributed to ridding the future of a bright light and ridding the future of contributing members to society. Is what I say, and in a country where everything seems dark every day, a little light sometimes is what we need. But Lioda Bradshaw chose out of jealousy and out of anger to cut the life short of Tashina Patterson and the young one, Sarah Palwell. You understand? Now, it is of the Director of Public Prosecution's opinion, the Office of the ODPP, that, right, Lioda Bradshaw meticulously plotted the demise of Philip Palwell's baby mother and the young one, right? Now, Shalai Michael reported from Nationwide News that that was the official investigation result. Now, according to the DPP, Lioda Bradshaw, Petty Officer of the United States Navy, came to Jamaica on September 6, 2003. She was in a relationship and has a youth for Philip Palwell, who she considered her man. And you see that statement there, her man will forever haunt the mind of Philip Palwell and place him under public backlash and scrutiny. You see what I say? Because even though many persons are saying, alright then, because what I'm seeing happening right now, I'm telling you what I go on in the space of social media. There is currently a PR campaign that is being launched to currently better the image of Philip Palwell within the public space. I'm going to say it again. There is currently a PR campaign that is being launched to smooth over the overall image of Philip Palwell. Right? I have seen now where a person that is going around in the constituency, speaking to persons from the constituency, and they are giving good thoughts, they are giving good recommendations and good opinions of Philip Palwell, that should not be so. They are trying to do damage control for what Lioda Bradshaw did to the reputation of Philip Palwell. You get what I say? Because in the eyes of the people, his reputation has been smudged. So there is currently an overall campaign being launched to build back the reputation. You see what I say? And that is what has happened. That is the length and the extent. You get what I say? Because overall, remember, as a politician, your reputation in the eyes of the public is of very much importance. And this does not place Philip Palwell in a very good light. Even though he not do it, of course, ultimately, even though he has no contribution to it, but the mere fact he is in the center of the situation, and it is costing him dearly. Remember me telling you that. You see what I say? Me know on the see it, it's up on Facebook, it's all over Instagram, and it has now made rounds on TikTok. You see what I say? Where a person is now gathering the opinions of members in the constituency of Philip Palwell, and they are saying, they are beseeching, and they are giving their good recommendations for the member of parliament. You get what I say? But that are only the constituency. You see what I say? The wider Jamaica is a different ball game. You understand? Now the DPP alleged that on the same day she communicated with her co-accused Roland Balfour, who is also her cousin Richard Brown and Rochelle Miller. Now during these conversations on September 9th, there was an agreement made under the direction of Miss Bradshaw for these men to take with Tashina Patterson and Sarah Palwell. Right? That is the overall argument of the DPP. Now, as the alleged criminal mastermind, Miss Bradshaw was indicated, that was her intention. She was interdicted on 2 counts of conspiracy to kidnapping, 2 counts of conspiracy to drop in, and 2 counts of taking away. Alright? And 2 counts of capital dropping also. Now, her co-accused Richard Balfour has indicated that this was a situation and has been interdicted in 2 counts of conspiracy to taking away and 2 counts of conspiracy to commit dropping. He also has been charged with 2 counts of taking away and 2 counts of murder. Now, Rochelle Miller and Balfour have both been interdicted on 4 counts of accessory before the fact. The DPP says the capital dropping counts among Miss Bradshaw and are based on allegations of a contract for hire agreement. Now, she is alleged to have paid a sum of money to have it done and have her orders carried out. Now, voluntary bill of indictment were preferred before the Home Circuit Court earlier this week in respect to Richard Brown and Rochelle Miller. Now, a voluntary bill of indictment allows the DPP to use her constitutional powers to initiate the prosecution of an accused and move the case to the High Court. Bradshaw and Balfour are scheduled